Corporate travel and expense software developer Navan is going public on the NASDAQ later this morning under the ticker symbol NAVN. That IPO priced at $25 a share, raising about $925 million, and that would give Navan a valuation of roughly $6.2 billion. Joining us right now is Navan CEO and co-founder Ariel Cohen. We should also mention that Navan has been named on CNBC's Disruptor 50 list the last 2 years in a row. And welcome, Ariel, on your big day.
Yeah, thank you for having me here.
Yeah. You're looking pretty happy about how things have gone so far. I guess you're pretty excited to get to this culmination point.
Yeah, it's kind of, you've mentioned what we do, but we really care about the traveler, the road warrior, the travel for work. And actually, this day with rain, it's actually when we shine.
Oh,
it's
because this is a day when people would say, I have to change my travel
I have to
plans.
change my flight. I'm stuck in the airport. I need to do something. And you kind of always one click away from Ava, our chatbot, to actually fix your flight, connect you to a new hotel, change the flight, whatever you need. So this is kind of a good day.
I mean, you have some pretty big customers. I was looking through the list of it.
Yeah.
Geico, Zoom, Lyft, OpenAI, Adobe, Unilever, Anthropic, lots of others that are on this list. I mean, these are a lot of names. I guess in some ways, these are some high-tech names, but they're saying you can better do this by outsourcing this to you.
The unique thing about us, because we focus on the traveler, we can support companies like Unilever, Heineken, the names that you've mentioned, all the way to companies with 10 employees. So if they have travelers, we are making sure that they're not wasting their time. It usually takes 45 minutes to book a complex business trip. With us, it's 7. And then when something happens, we support you in seconds. And you don't do expense management with Navan. I'm sure that everybody kind of stayed in a hotel and needed to itemize the receipt. And if they took something from the minivan,
hate our expenses.
You don't do
hate.
So, I've never went to a room or any meeting and somebody told me, what are you talking about? Like, expenses, fun and easy.
Expenses.
So with Navan, you don't do that. You're not wasting your time.
How does it work? I mean, you can just take a picture of your receipt? And
not even that. We gave you, as part of the process, we know that you're in a trip. We give you a credit card. You're swiping your credit card in the restaurant, and we use machine learning and AI to actually know who was with you, what was the reason for the,
How do you use machine language and AI? You're like listening to my
You're using us all the time. We know where you are.
How do
we
you
are
know?
connected.
Now you're creeping me out.
But
how do you know where I am and who am I?
So you signed up to the platform as part of you working for CNBC.
Yeah.
So we are connected for your calendar, for example. So we know
No,
that.
you're not connected to my calendar. I'm sorry, I'm not giving that much information. Can you still do it?
Think about it more as
I'm not going to give you access to everything going on my calendar.
So think about it more as a corporate environment where you are already, doing a business trip, and and the company knows, and you know that you are going to have this meeting, that meeting, another meeting. So the calendar is an information for the expense management.
What about
system.
Email?
Email it's actually too.
What about creating receipts? So one of the big issues for the purpose of the IRS, at least in the United States, is that you often have to create receipts. Not create receipts. You're supposed to show them that there is an actual receipt. Are you generating your own receipts? Or are you effectively capturing receipts from the retailer?
Yeah, it's a really good question. When you are doing this process, you can get the information from the retailer, like your credit card, what exactly was happening.
Yeah, I don't mind you having access to that.
And you already use it.
Right, that's fine. You can. They already measure everything I'm doing, but how do you know who I'm meeting with? I should be able to.
It's basically whoever was in the calendar meeting, again, business meeting.
But if it's not in the calendar, you can't track it.
Then we don't do that, exactly.
But how quickly, I mean, you're competing with some big companies, too, the likes of an Oracle and an SAP. What's your advantage over those companies?
So you just, when I've mentioned expense management, all of you kind of, you said we don't like to do that, right? And you also nobody likes to spend hours on calling on the phone to a travel agent to book their trip or to change something, or exactly a day like this with rain to actually wait for quite some time on the line to change. So that's what we do. We know to support you really fast. We know that there is an interruption. We are trying to really understand your journey as a traveler.
How good is Ava? If I tell her I want to get switched from this flight that I'm on United to American because I know that my departing flight is not going to make that connection in time.
So we kind of were an AI-first company from day one. 10 years ago when we started the company, we thought that AI will be a way to optimize the search results, to save company money. Companies that are using us are saving 15% on their travel budget.
Right.
So we've developed Navan Cognition. This is our own agentic AI platform. And Ava is actually built on top of this. She will take 50% of the discussions that we have with travelers. So think about a day that there is a hurricane, there is rain, there is, this year there are so many things in airports.
Right.
So the reason that you don't need to wait when you're talking with us is that she will take all of this and kind of shine.
Can you just go back to the receipt issue? Because that's actually a legitimate pain point for pretty much everybody who's engaged in filing expenses.
Yes.
What do you do there?
So we are trying to understand what happened. There is some IRS rules to your point earlier, and then it's very much dependent on the place, on the country, on the rules. If we need a receipt, it depends on the amount, it depends on globally on VAT. It really depends on all of these things. If we need a receipt, we are actually automatically opening the camera. We are already there. You click, and that's it.
You're automatically opening the camera.
Yeah, so when you swipe the card at the end of the transaction, there is a camera in your phone.
But so I get a notification, take a picture right now?
Yes. And if we didn't need it, and if we didn't, we know if you need a receipt or not, again, based on the rules. If you don't need it, we are just telling you, congratulations, you don't need to do anything.
And I never hear from you again.
Yeah, so it's really, so we are figuring out based on, the laws, the regulation, and so on, what needs to get done.
It is.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Ariel, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And we'll be watching later this morning.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.